I will say a close second to doing the podcast is seeing you in the kilt on the sidelines. I got to know how that originated and how long have you been doing it?
So it originated when I interviewed for the job.
Okay.
So I was talking with my wife. I said, if I get this job, I think I should coach in a kilt. And she's like, excuse my language, hell yes.
She was on board right away with the kilt.
She was so on board. She's like, you have great kneecaps, man. Show them off, right?
Some Dan Campbell quality kneecaps.
Nothing else, trust me. But so she told me, yeah, you got to do it. So I get offered the job in January. Months go by. I meet with all this is a funny story. You shut me up when you want me to, but
hell no.
So I'm meeting with the band director here because the entire marching band, 100 members strong, they're all in kilts. They're unbelievable. Bagpipes rocking. Love it, right?
Shout out.
And so I meet with Dave Zerby, the band director. And I said, man, I need a kilt. And he's like, why? And I said, because I want to coach in one. And he is just blown away. He's like, no way. I'm like, yeah, no coach has ever done it. He goes, nope. And so then he's like, you know what? Because kilts are expensive. Like true, authentic, full kilts are few $100, right?
Yeah, quality, because obviously you can't, this isn't some run of the mill. This is a game day. Yeah, it's got to be top of the line. Yeah,
that's right. So he goes, hey, I have this alum. He's kind of big guy. He just died and donated his kilt back. So I think you'd fit. And I'm like, so really, I think he said fat guy. So then I was like, I mean, I'll avoid the rip and take a free kilt anyway. So I take, sadly the kilt fits. And so then I have the kilt. I'm ready. I order a few other things, right? I started to learn the sporran and all this other stuff, right? That I got to get and got to accessorize, right? And so I told my wife, it's going to be home games. There's just so much going in. And my first game was away. First college game as a coach was away. I'm like, I'm too nervous to bother with that. Let's do it, home games.
Okay.
And then probably 2 nights before, I'm like, I don't think I can do it. And she she called me out. She's like, you're such a wimp, and all this stuff. And so then I call one of my captains in on Friday and said, you probably heard, rumors. I figured we're out. I'm like, but I was thinking of wearing a kilt on the sidelines. Should I surprise the guys walking into the locker room or should I, tell them?
No way.
He's like, nobody has a clue. He goes, walk into the locker room, full gear. And then, so I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm even more nervous, right? So I go in there. It's like, music stops. Everybody stops talking. They look at me. There's a pause. I start sweating more, right? Like, oh no. And then they erupt, right? They go crazy. Like, yeah. And so it has stuck since September of 2018. Every home game, I wear the kilt. Love it, whether it's 90 or our first playoff game. I think it was 17 degrees with 40-mile-an-hour winds. And
kilt stays.
And I was rocking the kilt, man. So
now, traditionally, I've heard from a couple different people here.
The question I'm asked so much.
What is worn under the kilt, if anything, on game day?
Okay, you asked on game day.
Yes. On game day.
I have underwear on game day.
There we go.
I would love for the Alma College to get highlighted on ESPN, but I don't want it to be if I get taken out on the sideline. Yeah. So I figure I better protect myself in the college by covering up a little bit.
You know what? I can respect that. I can respect those reasons. You guys are going to make it on there, and it's going to be for the right reasons. All right? It's not going to be for that one.
Actually,
go ahead.
So after that first game, Dan Patrick, did a thing on it.
Did you
And
really?
he goes, I have a new favorite college football team in Michigan. And it was, the picture of the
That is
Kilt.
pretty sick, man. That is pretty sick. And I was just thinking, like, we could start a new wave. College coaches kind of embracing that side of their teams. We get Mel Tucker to come out in some Roman armor or something. We
Why
could
not?
have newly hired Wooster at Grand Valley, maybe a little sailor's cap on the sideline. I mean, you could go wherever with this.
Absolutely, right?
I think we got to get some more coaches to buy in. I was just thinking too, Calvin, I believe, is joining your guys' league, correct? First time for them to have a football team. Who's to say they don't come out in a Knight's helmet on the sideline?
Oh, I think I'd go full battle armor, right? I mean,
You don't stop at the trying to do a play call with like the mask, maybe like you flip up the little visor.
I would hope to play him early in the season when it's 90 and he just, he melts inside that thing.
That's pretty good.
But,
That's pretty good.
People ask me a lot, why do I do it? It really, honestly, it started with, that's one way for me to externalize my pride of being back here and coaching here, being an alum.
Yep.
All of it just means so much to me. So it's one little way. And you know what? I love it. I mean,
hey, we do too, man. And a lot of people do. It's not, I think, for just to see a coach who, and in the certain ways, depending on how you do it, people could consider it like a corny thing. And I'm sure maybe some people were worried about that at the beginning, maybe yourself too.
Yep.
But when you have a dude that's passionate about their team and about their culture and their program, their university, everything like that, you do it for all the right reasons, right? So you're not doing it just to get clicks, which is what a lot of people do things like that for. So I think that's the thing that differentiates it for me, is you're doing it for the right reasons. And I know the guys down there buy into it, right? Like, that's no question. Like, they love that shit. So I applaud you, because I love seeing it. I know they do too.
Well, I'll try and find you a video, or you guys are better at tech than I am, but I bet the team one time we win this game, and I'll do the worm for you. So
no way. Someone's got video.
There's a video out there of me. It actually, I got a call. It made on, like Speedway pumps.
You're kidding.
Oh yeah. I had
pumping the gas, turn over, and you're
an alum in Wisconsin saying, I just watched you do the worm.
That's incredible, dude.
I'm in my kilt.
I swear I saw that
TikTok.
video somewhere, actually.
It's incredible.
I don't know.
It's on TikTok.
Someone I know
Everything's
that
on
plays an
TikTok,
album, but I
right?
saw that video. I can't remember where.
You're probably pumping gas.
It probably was.